Good morning, everybody. So I'm off on the trail. Try to get an early start because it's supposed to have some rain. And in the afternoon, I wanted to get to my pickup point before then. So got up extra early this morning and took off and checking the weather. And now there's no rain in the forecast for today. So just got an early start anyways. And got out here to Pinky Burns Trailhead where I stopped yesterday. And when I stopped yesterday, Rick was there, and Rick is another shuttle driver in the area. Actually, he pulled in just after I got there, dropping someone off. We talked for a while, and there are a couple of trails that leave from there, and then they join back up. So the Pinhoti, and then the one that I'm on, and I forget what it's called, but we're talking about him, and he said, yeah, most people just go back up and do the Pinhoti, but it runs right into this trail a ways up, about 3.5 miles or so. He said this trail is prettier, and it's an old logging road or mining road. Difference between logging road and mining road. Mining roads are better, they were nicer maintained. And he said the Pinhoti, there's a lot of those switchbacks on those steep mountainsides to get up and over, but the mining road is a gentle grade that whole way. He said it's about a mile longer. That's a nicer, prettier hike. So I decided to do it, and that's where I am. And so far everything rings true. It's nicer. Now, I don't know what's over on the Pinhoti in this area. So this trail is an official alternate in a particular area. They have these all over. So I'm still good. But the one thing I've noticed on here is patches and patches of poison ivy. And when you're out here in areas like this where the sunlight is a little limited, the poison ivy wants to shoot up. Goes like this. Yeah, that's knee high. And those leaves will put that oil on you, and it'll make you itch and get those blisters. And so if I had known that, I would have put my zipped my pant legs back on to protect myself. So I didn't know. So I'm just having to try to keep an eye out and make sure that I can see those and dodge them. But otherwise, this is a very nice trail. I know it kind of looks like other sections of the Pinhoti, but that's when the Pinhoti is also on mining roads or old roads that they used. So you can tell they poured concrete and put in drainage in a lot of spots on this road because it was mining, and they had the trucks continually carrying heavier loads. So anyways, it's a nice wide road base, you can tell. Nice hiking. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the hike and keep watching out for poison ivy. Hoping I don't get any. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hey everybody, one penny here. Quick note to remind you that there are two reasons why I started out on this adventure, or this quest as my friend calls it. One is because I always wanted to go out and do something like this, be out in the wild and the outdoors, and I'm sitting here right now looking at it, just fantastic view for miles out across this valley. But the other reason, and maybe more important reason, is that I'm asking people to donate funds to one of four charities, or all the charities if you feel like it. And they are Habitat for Humanity, Tunnels to Towers, Wounded Warriors, and the East Coast Greenway. And Habitat for Humanity, they focus on providing affordable homes for economically disadvantaged. And as I have volunteered for them, that seems to be almost always young women who are single with children. And one thing I like about Habitat for Humanity is that they don't get houses for free. They get a house at a 0% mortgage rate or interest rate. And then they also have to put in some time. They have to put in, I think, 40 hours of work into the effort. And so I think that's important, that nobody gets anything for free. They are working for it, and it helps people who really need it. Tunnels to Towers started by the family and friends of a firefighter who September 11th was on his day off and was supposed to be golfing, I believe. And when the events happened, drove towards the towers, was stopped in traffic at the tunnels, donned all his gear, ran to the towers, went up in the towers, and sadly perished. And their focus is on first responders, police, firemen, paramedics, who have been injured or have died in service. So I think that's important. First responders in the normal life of most Americans, first responders, they are the people that we see when something happens, when something goes bad first. And I think that's very admirable that they give so much. And the third one is Wounded Warriors. Wounded Warriors is widely known, and they focus on wounded veterans or veterans who are suffering after leaving the service. I especially like the fact that they do a lot of counseling to help veterans and to prevent veteran suicide, which is a major issue. I don't know, it seems to me people don't understand that people who have spent a lot of time in the service, when they're separated, it's just like everything stops. Your whole life is over and you start off in something else that you don't know and aren't used to. All the support systems are gone, your camaraderie, your brotherhood, it's just ends, and you're no longer a part of the Army. And for a lot of people, especially those suffering from PTSD, that becomes overwhelming. And I think stopping veteran suicide is a really good thing. And then the fourth one is East Coast Greenway, which is the bicycle path from, I used to say Calais, Maine, but I've been corrected by a Mainer that it is called Calais. Calais, Maine, 3,000 miles all the way back down to Key West, which is the path that I will be taking. And it is about 50% complete. When it is complete, it will be 100% off-road, so that the path, whether it's paved or concrete or gravel or sandy gravel, will be off-road, and you won't have to worry as much about being struck by a car. It'll still cross roads and freeways at different points, but I think that's pretty admirable. 100% off-road. You can ride your bike or walk straight down the East Coast Greenway, up and down. So those are the charities, and I would ask that if you can contribute, I used to be asking everybody to donate $75.75 and to not check a box that says allow us to take the processing fee out of your donation. Any amount that you can donate is useful, it's helpful. I would still ask that something end in 75 cents. And I would still ask that you do not check the box that says allow us to take the processing fee out of your donation. The processing fee is different for each one of those, and it can change at any time. And if it does, what I would like is when this is over is be able to reach out to those organizations and say, between this date and that date, how many contributions did you get that ended in 75 cents? And if you check that box, nothing will work out that way. So please don't check that box. If you can afford to make a donation to one of those charities, please do, and end it in 75 cents, and don't check the box. And I think that would do a lot of good. Anything that goes to these organizations does good. They're all ranked very high, and the amount of the percentage of funds raised actually go to the cause that they're intended for. So I think that's a good thing, and I hope that you will all consider making a donation. My apologies for my videos if they're not very entertaining. It is mostly walking through woods and crossing streams and pictures of interesting or challenging or beautiful things along the way. So I hope you'll watch. I hope you'll donate. I hope you'll subscribe. Apparently, if you get enough subscribers, you can have a live event, and I don't know how I could do that on just one phone. I've seen other people do it online or do it with a laptop, and but I don't know. But anyways, I hope you'll watch. I hope you'll subscribe, and I really hope that you'll donate. And I appreciate that. My thanks for everybody who does. That's it. I need to keep on going. I got about 4 more miles today. Started very early. Been a beautiful day. It was supposed to rain around noon, so I started early to try to beat the rain. I woke up this morning and forecast completely changed. No rain. So now I'll be done very early and be able to get back to the hostel and try to get some more work done. And then tomorrow, a 0 day. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you later. Hope you have a good day. Hey, everybody. One Penny here. Back on a uphill and cross mountain section of the trail. Thought I'd film a little bit and let you see what it looks like. This is 3 miles left to go on the section from Pink E. Burns Trailhead to Forest Service Road 500. So I came up through a long valley, following a stream, going uphill, a very gentle rise for quite a ways, and then I had some climbing to get done, and then fairly level around a few knobs, and then from just back where I took a break, it's supposed to be basically all downhill until I get to the road, and then of course I turn the corner and I hit this uphill section. So such is life. C'est la vie. So, again, beautiful hiking out through the trees. You can see this beautiful view, huge valley stretching out. I don't know what the little town is out there, but every so often you get a glimpse of, ooh, this looks like a cleared area coming up. where I will get a very nice view. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Wow. Such a great view way out there. Well, wonder what that mountain is out there. See way down in the valley. What a beautiful view. But got to keep going on. I'll be very early for my pickup. Probably lay down and take a nap. That's it for now. I'll see you later. Hey everybody, One Penny here. Stopped at a nice little rock outcropping here for lunch. There's the trail coming over. I'm just sitting here and had a little lunch before I head off in that way. Had myself a chicken stick and some mixed nuts and an orange energy drink that I'm carrying around in a Gold Peak bottle because it fits in my bag easier. But this is just a gorgeous day. The weather's perfect. Nice breeze coming through. This would be an absolutely beautiful view out here. You can see parts of it, but there's just too many trees in the way here. And it's a wilderness area, so it's never going to get cleared out. Let's just see the view. So that's what a lot of this is. You get little glimpses of view, and I don't know what that cleared area was back there. Maybe some trees had fallen down. But this is it. Just beautiful. It's nice, peaceful, quiet, beautiful. Yeah. I finish up my lunch and head on down the road. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.